The game is heated. The scores are shifting. The board is open and a new category is in play. It is a powerful one. African American firsts. History is on the line along with the money. Anne has control of the board. She looks focused. She goes straight for the high value. African American first, 1600. The host, Ken Jennings, reads the clue. He was the first African American to serve as chairman of the Joint Chiefs, and the first to serve as Secretary of State. It is a prestigious resume, a modern historical giant. And buzzes in immediately. She knows this. Who is Colin Powell? She asks. Yes, Ken says, General Colin Powell. Anne's score jumps. She's in the game. She decides to keep the pressure on. She looks at the bottom of the board. African American first, 2000, she commands. The clue is selected. The screen changes. Answer. There is a daily double for you. But it is not for Anne. It is for Libby. The iconic sound effects play. The camera zooms in on Libby. This is a critical moment. The game hangs in the balance. Ken Jennings explains the situation and a chance to make some progress against Eli. He points out the score. Because you're looking at his $10,000 lead right now. Eli is dominating. He is sitting on a mountain of cash. Libby needs to make a move, a big move. She nods, looking at her score of $5,400. I sure am, she says, acknowledging the gap. She takes a breath. She does the math. She looks determined. She is not here to play for second place. I think I have to do all of it, she says. The audience gasps softly, a true daily double. Okay, Ken says, respecting the boldness. The true daily double. You'll have $10,800 if you're right, Libby. It would put her right back in contention. It would erase Eli's lead. But if she is wrong, she goes to zero. The studio goes quiet. The lights dim slightly. Here is your clue, Ken says. In 1955, she became the first black soloist to sing at the Metropolitan Opera. Receiving an ovation before singing a note, Libby listens intently. 1955. A historic ovation. Her mind races. She knows the name. It is on the tip of her tongue. She closes her eyes for a split second. Then she opens them, confident. Who is Anderson? She asks. Ken waits a beat. It is Marian Anderson. Yes, Libby lets out a breath. Her score doubles instantly to 10,800. She is back in the fight. The risk paid off. That was huge, Ken says, acknowledging the shift in the game. Libby has cut Eli's lead in half with one bold move. Select again, Libby, Ken says. You have the board. She looks at the remaining clues. African American first. 1200, she calls out. The clue appears. It is about a legendary actor. In 1964, he made Oscar history, winning Best Actor for his performance in Layla of the Field. This is a classic piece of Hollywood history. Eli, the leader, knows he needs to stop Libby's momentum. He buzzes in fast. Eli, who is Poitier? He answers. Yes, Ken says. Sidney Poitier. Eli takes the $1,200, stabilizing his lead. He keeps control. African American first, 800. The $800 clue is current history. 55 years after Thurgood Marshall's appointment, she became the first black woman to serve on the U.S. Supreme Court. Libby is quick on this one. It just happened recently. Libby, who is Ketanji Brown Jackson? She says. Right, Ken confirms. Libby adds another 800. She is fighting for every dollar. Libby, the last clue is yours. African American first for 400? The final clue in the category appears. He went to UCLA on a tennis scholarship, and in 1975 became the first African American to win the men's singles title at Wimbledon. Tennis legend. Historic win. Eli rings in first. Eli, who is Ashe? He answers. Yes, Ken says. Arthur Ashe. The category is cleared. It was a powerful run of questions. We saw Colin Powell, Marian Anderson, Sidney Poitier, Ketanji Brown Jackson, and Arthur Ashe, 5 giants of history. And we saw a giant wager from Libby that kept the game alive. We're so glad you're here, Ken says to the camera, smiling. Stick around and click that subscribe button, so you see all our latest videos. The game moves on, but the energy in the studio has changed. Libby has proven she is willing to risk it all. and Eli knows he has a real fight on his hands.